and the difficulty of it. And I was really sitting there like, I need to send him this poem that he wrote about it. But you have multiple. So you have one about the devil's deception, a girl that falls for a guy in college. You have one about a convert experience, and one about how people.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's righteous.
That wasn't me as a sheikh. I wrote being a sheikh, but it was just about in general.
Round one. Fight. Bison wins. Round one. Rising tackle! You're mine! Bison wins!
This is the story. Learn this lesson well. Can't plant the trees of paradise with the seeds of hell. Those whispers go ahead.
Here comes a new challenger!
That's incredible.
We up, man. Allah, Allah. Allah. We gotta flip the table.
Round one. Fight! Round two. Judy wins!
The person that you end up marrying is
Round one.
No, that don't make him over there.
that requires work. You have to go through that process.
So you got
They're not going to change your mind.
Rising tackle! Rising tackle! Terry wins! Round one. Judy wins!
Not coming as a shooter from the get-go. You know, first impressions are important, and your first, second, third, 10th impression is not as a suitor, it's as a friend and a confidant and all that type of stuff. So, accept the contrast, as they say.
Yeah, like Shaka said, right? The sun that's always around isn't appreciated.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think a good Muslim man game would be then?
I mean, I'm old school. I think, man, is you
Muslim
just show up
man
to the house,
game.
like, you just figure it out. Like, maybe send some favors ahead, just so that
Here comes a new challenger!
bite the bullet and you show up and talk to as a man. Like, I'm ready to talk to her dad. I'm ready to talk to her.
Round one.
Show channels.
M. Bison wins. Round 1.
Come on.
Round 2. Fight.
Great.
Be gone. M. Bison wins.
So selfishly, not realizing that entering your prime is to push them out of theirs. So you arrive in spring, still looking forward to summer to find that they're
Cause like
in the coldest season of them. But can you be blamed for your haste?
New challenger.
Look forward to meeting in a place where it's always spring. Yes. I don't know, man. I'm kind of impressed with this poetry, bro.
Ready?
Round 1. All right. Round 2. Fight. Terry wins. Round 1. Fight.
Keep talking! You need training. Keep talking! Prepare yourself. Now you understand.
Round 2. Fight.
did.
Chun-Li
Ahora.
round one.
Keep closing. Keep closing. Keep closing.
Round two. Fight.
Keep closing. Keep closing.
Terry wins.
This really doesn't show up. It's just statement on page 50.
Page 50. Oh, the of One poem?
Oh, my phone, yeah.
The of One poem. Yeah, it's just, I feel like I remember when I wrote this, it's one of those quick writings, but alhamdulillah, it's a crowd favorite because everyone just wants their hometown to be shouted out. It goes, Sudan is my hometown, Jerusalem is my heart. I flash a Syrian smile. I've been Egyptian from the start. My kindness comes from Pakistan, my style Senegalese. Yemen and Somalia join two continents at my knees. A Mauritanian mind, Libyan legs, Arabian disposition. Moroccan passion, Turkish fashion, Indonesian precision. Wherever Allah is worshipped are my people. I conclude Bosnian cuisine. Bosnian cuisine. The verse goes English esteem, French cuisine, but I would remove that now. So I'll say Bosnian cuisine, Ghanaian esteem, American attitude. I have history in Spanish soil and Malian sand, a future shining from Khorasan. My present is where I stand. My eyes peer from Kashmir towards a Malaysian rising sun. My body's indivisible. I'm an ummah of one. We're an ummah of one. Alhamdulillah, the concerns of any part of the ummah become our concerns. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience for you to be able to go anywhere in the Muslim world and to be greeted with Assalamu alaikum and to be able to walk into a masjid and pray with the community of the believers and to be welcomed by the Muslims. It's a great gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us.
And yeah, and I think that's why what's happening in Sudan is so interesting because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's our ummah against each other. It's the UAE that is leading the way in what's happening in Sudan. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too well versed in it. So it's difficult to see your own body hurting you.
Yeah, I mean the Sudan is two factions. One is RSF, which is a paramilitary group, and the other is the Sudanese army, the National Sudanese Army. So, 2019 people, there was a protest, nationwide protest to remove the 30-year dictatorship of Ahmed al-Bashir, and he was removed in 2019, and then after that, after there were a number of there was a civilian government that was in place for a period of time around less than 2 years before the military then did a coup again and took over power to protect the integrity of the Blessed Protest by Abdel Fattah Burhan, the general. And then Umar al-Bashir had a paramilitary group that he had been developing in West Sudan, which is Darfur, since the Darfur crisis of 2003, 2004. So this was a military arm that he used to squash the rebellions violently in Darfur at that period of time. And it continued to grow under the leadership of a man named Hemeti. So this man eventually had around 20,000 soldiers from Western Sudan loyal to him. He's from Western Sudan as well. And by the time that Umar al-Bashir was taken down from power, Hemeti had a considerable force operating in Western Sudan. He was loved by al-Bashir, and his influence only continued to grow. He was brought into the capital, and him and the paramilitary groups were given bases in the capital. That's how absorbed into the Sudanese security apparatus or defense apparatus they were, and how welcome they were. And so when the new general Burhan took over, he expected Hemeti and wanted Hemeti's forces, this sizable force, to now be absorbed into his army. I'm the general now. I've taken over. I'm protecting the Blessed Protest, and you're going to be my number two, and your soldiers are now going to be absorbed into the army. And Hemeti goes, no, thank you. I've got thousands of fighters loyal to me. Why would I play number two to you? It's my turn. And his soldiers are in Khartoum. It's not like they're in West Sudan and they have to figure out a way to fight their way into Khartoum to come into the capital. Normally capitals are like the final stronghold, right? You take the capital at the end. But he started in the capital. And so April 15th, 2023, in Ramadan, those tensions led to war finally breaking out. And when war broke out, Khartoum became a disaster.
Was the other general's soldiers also in Khartoum?
Yeah.
Oh, so they were both already there.
They were already there. So you see the videos of just heavy artillery in Khartoum. Heavy and artillery, rather, in Khartoum. And so it's unbelievable. Like you wouldn't imagine those types of scenes in a major capital city. But that's what happened.
I know this is for my simplistic mind, but is there a good guy, bad guy situation here?
No, there's no good guy, bad guy. But generally, like more important than for me for all of that type of stuff is the humanitarian crisis, like beyond the political dynamics, because I feel like that's what we have control over. So the humanitarian disaster that's happening in Sudan is one where, first of all, the people who are in Khartoum, the majority became displaced. They became internally displaced. So, in general, Khartoum had a very, very, very large population because of all of the infrastructure and all of the services being in Khartoum. So you have everybody in the country. I don't want to. It's not literally everybody, but it felt like everybody was in Khartoum. Like this is the major city of the country.
Hey, can you search up the population and stuff of Khartoum?
So then you have them becoming internally displaced in Sudan. You have at the beginning, you had some as soon as the war broke out, they went and they made their way to Egypt. Obviously, people had foreign passports left as wherever they could go. And you had a lot of people go to Egypt, and Egypt had opened its borders for Sudanese population. And then you had a lot of people who immediately became internally displaced. If they had, hometown somewhere, if they had, if they had relatives in other places, they would go to them. Then, as the war continued in Khartoum, and as the war continued into other areas, like it started in Khartoum, people emptied out in Khartoum, but by and large, a lot of other states were still very protected. For example, I'm from Jazeera. Jazeera is a state right south of Khartoum. It's an agricultural state. It's between the two Niles. That's why it's called the Jazeera, the island, because it's between the two Niles. It's got one of the largest, if not the largest, irrigation project in the entire world is in Jazeera. And Jazeera is, um, it's called Mashru' al-Jazeera, the Jazeera scheme. So my family, they're all farmers. We grow sugarcane, we grow wheat, we grow peanuts, we grow everything, cotton, we grow everything. And it's in that land. It's very, very fertile land, and Sudan is called the breadbasket of Africa. It's also called the breadbasket of the Muslim Ummah, whatever you want to call it. It's the breadbasket of a lot more than just Sudan. It has incredible resources, over 100 million um, heads of livestock. Like, alhamdulillah, like it's incredibly, incredibly wealthy. And yet, you have this country now where you have millions of people, millions, around 18 million people are facing acute hunger, which is a step below famine. You have millions of people facing famine in Sudan right now. It's considered to be the world's largest humanitarian crisis happening at the moment. So, it's like
You're mine! Round two. Fight!
You gotta spend like a week in all the families, all of that type of stuff. You gotta, before you can go anywhere else, you gotta spend a week in South Africa. Everybody's got access to it. So now all of those factors.
Too bad!
This person's in Australia. This person's in UK. This person's in States. Stopped working. So what do? They have to go illegally. How do you? They just they jump in cars and they got people who will take them across the border and all that type of stuff. And there's a lot of people like that now in Cairo. For the past 4 or 5 months, 6 months, everybody's went. So it's been very, very saddening and grieving that you go and you're visiting families who, subhanAllah, all you can say is, look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changes people's circumstances. When Imam Shafi says, let the days do as they please, that's how life is. You might have a family, and I saw families who, I'm like, subhanAllah, like, they don't know who you guys are. Like in Khartoum, they were old money. They were wealthy, had inherited from their parents, had inherited from their grandparents, living very, very comfortably. They never cared to live ever anywhere else. They didn't care about immigrating anywhere. They didn't need to. And yet, they're living in mattresses in an apartment in some random area of Cairo, afraid to go outside. And they haven't gone outside for weeks on end because they're afraid of getting rounded up by, you know, by the police there and being shipped somewhere. So it's very, very, very and that's the people who are in Egypt. At the end of the day, they're still okay. The people who are really, really, really in dire needs are the people who are still in Sudan. They're the ones who are facing famine. Um, they're facing acute hunger. They're facing lack of infrastructure and lack of safety. So it's a huge humanitarian crisis that people aren't aware of. And it's being called actually the largest humanitarian crisis in the world right now.
Even bigger than Gaza.
It's a larger population than Gaza. Yeah, it's a larger population than Gaza, and there's a lot of similar things that are happening. Like my houses are being occupied, like occupation. That's happening in Sudan. The houses in Khartoum have been occupied. People are coming from these places, Western Sudan, and even beyond it, countries outside, right? Mercenaries that are coming in from different African states, and they're coming in and they're occupying the houses. They're taking them over. They're, they're looting. There's acts of sexual violence, and that's why it's not simply a war between two armies, a paramilitary group. It's very much a war against the Sudanese people. They're getting abused, they're getting looted, they're getting beaten, they're getting tortured, they're getting killed. Civilians.
How come we're not seeing photos the way we are from Gaza?
I don't know. I mean, you're seeing part of it is the lack of Sudanese institutions. So when you say photos from Gaza, where are you seeing these photos? Are you seeing them on the New York Times? By and large, no. You're not seeing them from Western media outlets, but you're seeing them from, channels that are either Palestinian made, or you have a lot of energy that's coming from our brothers and sisters in different groups and organizations that are promoting these channels for you or have created these channels. And I think the Sudanese community, by and large, is very behind the game when it comes to creating awareness on pages, creating pages. Sudanese diaspora in general, we're not that organized with regards to media. So, I mean, you need people who will, for example, consistently, and the key word is consistent with social media, you need it to be consistent. You need to consistently, for example, translate what's happening in Sudan. You need the videos to be translated. So when you look at, for example, Gaza, you see all of these channels that are going through the day-to-day process of translating videos, creating content around it. It's not just sharing WhatsApp videos without context, right? It's actually prepping that information for a Western audience, and we haven't done that yet. Both the Sudanese community hasn't done it, and we haven't been able to mobilize a broader community beyond the Sudanese community. And it's still very, very difficult for the Sudanese community. Like, a lot of our families are still in danger. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I can just sit here, drink coffee, and talk to you about what's happening in Sudan as much as without fearing consequences, because your family's still there. Depending on, so you have to navigate certain sensitivities. So you might actually need the help of people beyond the Sudanese community who don't have that necessarily fear, who can talk about some of the political realities on the ground. Like that type of sophistication, I think, needs to be there as well. But beyond that, I think it's just really getting together as a Sudanese community. We need to get together and create these institutions and repel these institutions. We're not very media savvy at all. The amount of journalists, for example, who speak about Sudan regularly in English are very, very few. You know, you can almost count them on one hand. Compared to Gaza, there are a lot.
Yeah, because I think the Gaza is a historical phenomenon. So the institutions have been building for so long that when a spark happened,
yeah, like you have these major, major channels, right? Like Eye on Palestine, Middle East Eye. Like you have a lot of these channels that you're right have been doing this for years, and so they're seasoned and they're ready and they have a lot of support. And with Sudan, sometimes I'll go and I'll check like a Sudanese English page on Instagram or something like that, and you'll find like between one post and the other, there was like a week. Like that's not going to be the consistency that you need. You need a lot more hands on deck, doing a lot more organized work, and also another thing, if you're just comparing it to Gaza, is that there's it's like clear aggressor. There's a clear oppressor, rather, right? You have the European colonial project that obviously is not indigenous to the land, coming and taking over indigenous or the land of a particular people. Whereas Sudan is a little bit more confusing, right? And you even have the Sudanese community. You have some on this side and you have some on that side, right? And so depending on who you talk to, you'll get a different perspective, and that's part of why.
Yo, you online?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Let's play, bro. I ain't play Street Fighter in a minute. I was on this Dragon Ball.
I'm trying to look alright.
Yeah, this shit is fun, bro. This shit is OD, bro.
I seen you losing. That's what I saw.
Nah. I got it. I got it. Low key with that game, bro. I've been ranking up on that shit.
What's the ranks like? How it go?
You start at D rank, and you start at D5. It's like D5, and you rank up 5 times. Every time you rank up, the number go down. So you go from D5 to D1, and then you go from D1 to C5, and you go all the way to A. When you get to A rank, then you rank up from A5 to A1, and then you rank up again. The last rank in the game is called Z rank, and that's like master rank basically.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hella ranks on that shit.
nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to pop Street Fighter in, bro. Take it easy, like, bro. I ain't playing, man.
Bruh, don't say no take it easy, cause the same time I'm taking it easy, you sneaking in attack, so.
No. Being AFK is not taking it easy. That's
Bruh,
not.
being AFK is not on the controller, so what, you call that a win? You really be excited over them joints.
Nah, no, I don't. I just be trying to wake you up. Nah, nigga be sleeping and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga be sleeping.
Nah, I do sometimes.
No, I be trying to make some noise on the screen and shit. Yeah.
Nah,
Be trying to make some
nah, you be
noise.
making noise in the chat. You want to post the bison face and him on the horse. And,
Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. That's for the hype. That's for the hype. Chill. That's for the hype.
I've been losing though. Am I in the basement?
You said you been losing?
Yeah, I was at like 1100. Come on.
God damn. Oh, y'all seen that, bro? Shit was like 11. Like, damn, sweet. Damn, bro. They beating your ass in rank match, boy.
They really not though.
Bro, your shit is 1100.
Yeah, that's AFK work though.
Oh, that's AFK right there? You falling asleep on the game?
They do what you do.
Nah. Let me see. Yeah, you in rank. Oh, you in 1300. You got 13. You all right. Climbing up slowly. I'm about to invite you, yo.
Uh,
Yeah. How do you think this civil war will end?
Allah knows best. You don't know. Allah knows best.
oh,
If just one of them gets killed?
That's one way to defeat. You have a couple issues, and the other is that it doesn't, and then it just awakens up the rules, which is obviously the worst case scenario.
You have died, Dino.
And you have died.
assessment for us, it's been 100,000 more.
Yeah, so as of 2020, January, it's 13,000 to 15,000.
Another fight is coming your way.
Yeah, but again, the loss of life is beyond.
Hi everyone, Mark Barton here at Sandy Hook.
Interesting.
So,
Time for a beatdown. Round one. Round two. Fight.
first thing. This is
Too bad. Terry wins. Round one. Fight. Miserable flea. For your life. Nightmare. Pathetic. Round two. Fight. Be gone. M. Bison wins. Round one. My power. You messed up. Final round. Fight. Terry wins! Round one. Bison wins! Round one.
All right! You down for one more?
Round two. Fight! This is it. You see now the difference in our power. Fight round. Fight. Bison wins! Round one.
Oh, how sweet!
Miserable flea. Your time ends here. Be gone. Bison wins.
This Allah subhanahu wa like
Round one. Fight. You are barely worth the effort. Fight! Round! Fight! This is it.
Ooh.
Limited.
5 years, it's going to make another comeback.
M. Bison
Inshallah.
wins.
But I also just did a YouTube series in Ramadan on the names of Allah, and it's also online. So I've covered all bases. It comes on site in cities. It's online and as well as on YouTube as well. The other names that are most beloved to me, they're like circumstantial. They're circumstantial. So sometimes you'll be, you'll
Another fight is coming your way.
Buddha is, I love that name, the one who appreciates, because Shukur actually means Aziyad. Nice. So, like, if you ask yourself the question, how is Allah grateful? Shukur actually
All right.
she make growth.
Round two. Bison wins! Round one.
Yeah.
M. Bison. Round one. Fight. M. Bison wins. Round one. This is it. Do you see now that round two? Fight! Bison wins. Round one. Round two. Fight. Your time ends. Be gone. M. Bison wins.
Actually, I'll start using that one. Thank you.
Was that what happened?
Yeah.
Because I was able to do all things.
Another fight is coming your way.
This is the roast section of the podcast now. Okay.
Interesting. Round one. Fight.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stories.
Round two. Fight. Terry wins. Round one.
Miss
All
me.
right.
Yes.
You down for one more?
Round two. Fight.
Rising tackle.
Terry wins! Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. M. Bison wins! Round one. Fight. Do you see? Round two. Fight.
Dang.
Your time ends. Be gone. Final round. Fight. Bison wins. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Weak. M. Bison wins. Round 1. Fight. This is it. Round 2. Fight. Terry wins. Round 1. Be gone. M. Bison wins. Round 1. Fight. Be gone. M. Bison.
We don't even know how to do this, but we're betting
Rashid.
that one day people will actually know how to recycle. Like these manufacturers actually know how to recycle. So we're just gonna start the process. It's actually oil companies that are the ones funding recycling. They control their own opposition. Like most of these nonprofits that are for recycling, they put it into the schools. They made each local government have a little recycling bin.
Another fight is coming your way.
It's an interesting.
Yeah. I know you had one conspiracy mode once you said they wrote in the documents. Like just
Round one.
the documents. I just wrote, like wrote the documents. Like there are official documents.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, you so fucking.
M. Bison wins. Round one. Bison wins. Round 1. Fight. Bison. Round 1. Fight. Rashid wins. Round 1. Fight. Spike.
Oh, you just mashing. He's mashing.
You are barely worth the effort. Round 2. Fight. Rashid wins. Round 1. Fight. Bison. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Because of his
Bison wins.
Sacrifices he went through and how firm he was. As the ulama have said, that Allah, if it wasn't for Allah, meaning that two people that really kind of preserved the deen, Abu Bakr.
Another fight is coming your way.
And that's why he's not just called the Imam, but he's called the Imam Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Right? The Imam of the Sunnah. Why? Because he stood for everything. He stood for the people. And it's such a thing.
Where are you going? Round 2. Fight. Rashid wins. Round one. Fight. Bison. Round one. Fight. Bison. Round one. Fight. M. Bison wins.
Nah, wrestling. M. Bison wins. Round one.
I am the turbulent wind. Regime.
Round two. Fight. Miserable flea.
Where are you going?
wins.
On bones, on hide, on parchment, whatever they could find to write on. And it was they made a mistake.
This is it.
I am the turbulent wind.
Round 2. Fight.
Section.
Come here. Your viewing pleasure.
Rashid wins.
When they have that references them. So if you look at this from Uthman radiallahu
You are barely worth the effort. Round 2. Fight.
So scared, bro. I scared.
Unlimited. M. Bison.
She even told him how many ayat there, right? All of that. When Qur'an's time comes, right? They have that standard mushaf that everybody agrees on. We have a hard copy from Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Uthman radiallahu time come, the ummah has expanded and their powers. And many of the people that are reciting different accents. For example, if you're from the US, right? So you
Another fight is coming your way.
their accent is on the West Coast, which is extra from Boston. Boston has their own accent, right? East Coast, Louisiana,
You laugh.
but it's very different. And the English from Wales, English from Scotland, English from London, so right? Manchester,
My power owl.
Face me. Who understand? So
Not
After a
You cannot be
fierce
serious.
battle,
You cannot be
the hero comes out on top.
Round two. Fight.
Oh yeah! Where'd you go?
Deep breath.
Great Desert Storm!
Rashid wins.
was not one Quran, right? Meaning with one standard, but he had copies made and sent out. So many of them
Round one. Fight.
actual scan. The scan of the and then
Dora. Miserable flea. Round two. Fight. This is it. M. Bison wins.
So if you're trying to preserve the book on its own, and you see this,
Round one.
by mistake that
Miserable flea.
Gotcha!
Unlimited. Round two. Fight.
let's go back, right? For example, or when that standardization of the 16 King James. Where's the rest? And that's 1611. That's 1,611 years.
Eagle's flying! Okay! Spot! Come to me! Prepare for turbulence! And picture perfect! Yep, nailed it!
wins. Round one. Fight. Weak. Round two. Fight. Rashid wins. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Rashid wins. Round one. Fight.
And it goes back in history, which we can understand. I think lost there. He lost there.
me how you win.
As I was telling you, a lot of people charged shape to take over the area of current day and he actually lost. And he had a very famous saying where he said when they asked him conquered all of India, like they had taken all of India, why are you stuck here? He said, how can we defeat the people that see paradise looking down the barrels of our guns? You know, so people of Jihad at the
Knew you
time,
was going.
Pashtuns or Muslim, they were so strong in their iman that they stopped the British Empire. So they had to make a treaty, and they made the Durand Line Treaty, which was with the government of Afghanistan, I mean, kingdom, right? And they said, we'll make a buffer zone. And this area in the north would be a buffer zone between British India and Afghanistan until like 1980. So the people are ethnic Afghan, they're ethnic Pashtuns. But then when they had the revolution,